I just need another reason for a sequence. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, God, I gave him a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Okay, now drop your bag, sass. I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. Took these Billy Strum cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Now I'm afraid of the dark. There ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got the stop on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I made it out of chump, at least I know I'm up. Boy, thump, like my name is Jumper, up a pump, pump. Boy, I bump in that Billy Strong, he ain't know, he ain't thump. He just grabbed the pump and made it go dumb. Got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay tripping cause I got no funds.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Here's Evan McPherson, and off we go here in Atlanta. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go.
It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And he'll get forward for about a yard. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, here is Penix. He's got his man. It's Mooney. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment.
Go! 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hut, hut.
On second down, Penix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. Pitts is the man in motion. On the give, it's Robinson. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Another run here for Robinson. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
On play action, Penix. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And now it's third and goal.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball, and right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
On third and goal, it's Penix. It is brought in the end zone. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, Atlanta. That is first touchdown this year. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
11.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here we go.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Burrow to throw. This one caught by Chase. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. All game long, Mike, this guy is asked to make key block after key block for the ball carrier. But this time, the coach is calling him to do the running for a change, and on third and short, no surprise, he gets the job done.
Burrow now to throw on first down. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase, and it'll lead to a second down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Here's Jacobs. And a good, hard run. He would not be denied. Surging forward to pick up 8.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
On one, ready?
Now a third and 2.
11.
Now, Burrow. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. You did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
So, a little extra time to think about what to do on fourth down as we are through quarter number 1. It's the Falcons with the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to get the football at their own 23.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
Down the sideline. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
On third down, Penix. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. No issues there. This one is good. And the Falcons will extend to a 10-0 lead. So now, after the made field goal, back out is Koo to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10.
Here we go.
Higgins sent in motion. Play action now. It's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. That one good for a dozen and a very quick first down.
So the longer that play progressed, the more difficult it is to cover that crossing route. So what's the key? It starts with pass protection. Give the quarterback time to stay with his receiver and not be forced to check that ball down.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, keeping his eyes downfield, knowing that pressure is coming. He's able to buy just enough time by leaving the pocket, but ultimately allows him to get that ball out right as he was getting hit.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Here we go.
They go play action for Burrow. That is caught. Finding Higgins.
11 Thomas.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches.
11 MT. 11 MT. 11. Stop.
We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Gun. Got. 11.
They bring Chase in motion.
Got.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. Open man, downfield. Chase has it. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. That one good for 29. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Burrow, RPO, get it to Chase. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Here we go.
2nd down and 8. Now get to Jacobs. He'll run right. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
11. Stop.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That is caught at the 3. He is in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. They'll run it here with Robinson. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. Now he'll air one out. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus, and that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot. A deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Down the field. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, one of his teammates downfield comes to his rescue and retains possession after the big play. They are cooking to begin this drive. This play going for 30 yards. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
On the ground, it's Jacobs. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin White. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Falcons. What a spectacular take back for the score. You can stay in your own end zone and just take the touchback. Better yet, go the other way and get the touchdown.
And just a great heads-up play there, Mike, not only to secure the ball in the end zone, but then to recognize he had an alley. He's able to outrun the rest of those guys, and now he finds himself taking it all the way back for 6.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
11 Thomas. Got
Burrow. Duvernay with the grab. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Quarterback knew the blitz was coming. You could hear him pre-snap communicating with the guys up front, but sometimes it's just the perfect defensive call, and there weren't enough blockers to account for all the rushers. He had to get the ball out quick, and thankfully for him, he got it out just in the nick of time.
What's your set? 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Dot.
Burrow here on second down. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
On the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. To throw is Penix. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
He gets this one complete to Johnston. A pickup there of 13. First down, Atlanta. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Penix. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. They'll run with Robinson. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. On play action, Penix. That is caught by the tight end. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Atlanta. And Greg, that is good play design there. Using the play fake to get the receiver time to get open.
And down here this close to the goal line, Mike, it doesn't take much. All you need is that linebacker or that defender to freeze for that split second. That's all you need to create separation, and that's an easy pitch and catch for a touchdown.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half.
Here we go.
The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Close.
Burrow now to throw on first down. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
Here we go.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
And that is incomplete.
Yeah, now it's just getting out of control, Mike. I mean, to see him continue to put the ball in harm's way time and time again, it's a a little miscommunication. It's a little bad execution. I'm sure it's a little bit of everything. But at the end of the day, the ball is in your hands. You've got to make better decisions with it.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Throwing is Burrow. And he's going to have the Bengals first down. That was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
To throw is Burrow. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position, but with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6, but after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Inside the 10, it is caught.
These comebacks, they require a lot of trust and timing from everybody involved. If the quarterback's a little too early, the receiver's not out of his break. But if the quarterback's a little too late, that's when disaster can strike. So give credit, really well timed, really nice job by both guys.
This one caught at the 4. And he's going to have that first down. They didn't want to settle for 3. And now it's 1st and goal. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through. This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
One more time, it's Jacobs. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
Mike, these are the spots that if I was a play caller, I think I'm calling up something down the field. You know the defense is really packed in tight, anticipating a run. Now's the time, play action and throw it over their head. They take a little bit more of a conservative approach, still get stopped for no gain, brings up 3rd and short.
On 1, ready?
Lots of big people. Jumbo set in the game as they go for it on 4th and goal. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Touchdown here in the 4th quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the 4th quarter.
So now the Bengals and Burrow will come out and try to add 2.
Gun.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
31, Bengals 15. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Penix. Open man, right side. He's got it. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, you might be running out of time.
On first down, right back to Robinson. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And that will get him back on schedule. Good pickup of 7, sets up 3rd and 3.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in. At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And that'll set up 4th down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. So now, after the made field goal, back out is Koo to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
On 1, ready?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Burrow now. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
12.
A hit, and he has lost the football. It's scooped up by the Falcons. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. on first down. Burrow. He'll let one go down the middle. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
He's got his man. It's Mooney. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Here's 2nd and 9. On the handoff, here's Robinson running right. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
So it's a win here for the Falcons. They bounced back from the loss last week. Really put in a determined effort and come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Falcons are winners as we say so long from Atlanta.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up. Didn't wanna know then, now I bet they're loving us no more.